No, no. Oop. Oh. Let some people come on first before I do all this. I get going on this. Man, I was late. I was on a phone call with somebody that I was in the Army with. So ran a little longer than I wanted to. And plus I probably shouldn't have hit this morning. So, that's all sweaty. And I'm red too. Damn, I'm hot. Whew, it's hot. About to be 53. Holy Nikes. My hair. Isaac, what's up, bro? I just got off the phone with somebody I was in the Army with, man. I was talking about, when you catch up with those guys, you kind of go for a little longer than you normally do. I had a couple announcements before I start talking about the 4 bats I'm going to go over from what we swung these last 3 weeks. I got a call from Bob Poe out of West Texas area asking me to represent their company, him and Renee's company, West Texas Gloves. So I accept it to help with our channel. So obviously I game their gloves, so it was kind of an easy fit for me. So yes sir, first cab, right there, see it? All day, every day. But so, and obviously I like the gloves, so it was an easy thing. He's out at the Indigenous tournament in Vegas right now, Native American tournament that they have out there every year. So he was supposed to, I wanted him to come live and so he could talk with me or have him come on and, but he's kind of busy. It's just him and his wife working the tent. So I wanted to thank him again, batting gloves. So try these out so we can show everybody. I'll be swinging them going forward, every game. So you'll see me. But yeah, it was big news for me, man. I was honored by it. So it was just me and Mr. Duck James out in the Lubbock area. We're the only 2 senior ones out of Texas. So they got all these young dudes that do the U-Trip line, like all those Ryan Honeycutts and Anthony Acevedo dudes and Emilio. So it was easy for me to accept that, because I've been gaming this. This is 2 years old. Look how good it still looks. So I love this glove. It's gone to every pretty major tournament for me. So obviously it's got the mayor on there for me. You see it? And then 12. I'm the real number 12, Chino. Just so you know. Chino's my idol, so I wore number 12. Thanks, brother. Thank you. It was a big deal for sure. I mean, when he asked, I said, yeah, so we can support our channel. So, and hopefully, during the future, obviously I met all of them, or I didn't meet Renee, but I met everybody else when I went to play Rio Doso in July. We went to play 50 and over out there, and it was a great tournament, and I got to meet a lot of them, and it was really nice people. And pretty much anybody from this area, Texas, West Texas, New Mexico, they're all friendly. So it was easy. It was an easy fit for me to join them. I was honored that they thought of me in that way. So, I told Trey about it. So obviously it was something I talked to Trey about first. And yeah, definitely gonna help with us. I actually tried these out today and these out. So I wanted to see, I have some already, so I wanted to try these. I hadn't had these. So I wasn't supposed to hit today because we're playing this weekend, Kerrville, but some of the guys, the younger dudes. Thanks, Bob. Appreciate you, man. Told you, bro. Jerry, what's up, man? Yeah, we swung them today, and they worked really well. So I like them. See, and I like those thicker bottoms. I have these ones that I got from Todd Cox. Hands down, my favorite. These are just as good as them. So Todd Cox is a man too. So I like his batting gloves. He made me some custom ones, the ones you've seen me do lives with before. It says Mayor on the hand. But you know, these are great material. I like them a lot. They probably look good with no clothes on. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna try them out. Grip action. Just kidding. Honeymoon suite. I guess you know, I'll get a code. He's like when we talked, it was Wednesday or Tuesday when he was getting ready to leave. So yeah, I tried to invite you, but you didn't want to come, sir. I will. I'll get a code and I'll put it out when I put out all my other codes out for this. So, but like I said, I mean, best glove I've had. I've had two really good gloves, and obviously Fred's not around no more. Arizona Glove Man. Those were his. They were, and Renee gave me the story of how he met him. So, and how he started his. So, it was a great story. And Bob, Duck, and Renee have all made me feel like part of the family already, and I've just started. So, if you're looking for a great glove, I mean, obviously I'm biased, you know. Obviously, you can ask the guys today. I was giving them a hard time about the glove. One of the guys that wanted to look at the glove, and I told them this one was the best one they'll ever get. I mean, this is 2 years. You think of all these tournaments I played in 2 years, and I rotate this one with my Arizona glove one, but this one seen more play time than any of them. So and the reason why it's green and orange is because I used to play with a team. My 40s team was the Canes, so obviously Canes colors. So anyways, that's it. If you have any questions about that, or you want to, you know, West Texas Glove Man, you know, I like the jersey a lot. Military Army green for all you Air Force sellouts. You know, that's why he sent it this. I'm sure that's why he sent me this color, because he knew I was in the Army. I'm just busting their balls. I hit with a bunch of Air Force guys. Y'all know that. They're a bunch of sissies. You know, their backs hurt and their hands hurt. Sissies. I can't hit today because my hand hurts. I'm messing around. So, senior softball Tuesday. Oh, really? When's that? In March? Oh, is that coming up? That's this week, huh? Jerry. Hi, Rachel. I saw your podcast look good. You and Bob. Bob looks good on there. Bob loves some Bob, though. Huh? I like the hair, Rachel. Hey, I was gonna ask you, where's my bat at? You should have had it up there. I didn't see my bat up there. I saw the sup bat. That was my favorite too. So, anyways, before I get off track, I'm gonna get into these bats real quick so I can get in. I gotta go visit my buddy. I have it on my Facebook, but I have a real good friend that I consider like a brother. I've known him. He was 26 when I met him, and I was 36. So I'm gonna be 53. So do the math. Almost 20 years I've known that guy, and he had a heart attack, and he's been in the hospital for roughly 2 weeks now. The 23rd, yeah, a little over 2 weeks. The 23rd of October, he had a heart attack, and this is, you know, you gotta take care of yourself the older you get. You know, he stopped taking his medicine, and it developed a hole in his heart, and they had to go put a patch in. They had a bad thing. You know, didn't come out of it right now. So, Mr. Vincent, what's up, brother? Can't wait to see you. You and Vinny, my buddy, Vinny, CV, and then he's gonna bring Aaron, is what he told me. So we'll get to see Aaron. I heard his bat's coming out in the Kips again, hopefully. So next Thursday it starts. Okay. What was that? Oh, my buddy. So I'm gonna go visit him today. It's kind of affected me, you know, like he's like family to me. I met him before he was married and before he had any of his kids. So, what's up, Randall? How you doing, brother? Still appreciate the jersey. Uh, Michael Vincent's one of the best guys, dude. Anonymous has a great product, bro. If you ever have a chance, you need to try them. Richard Adams, I told you I was going live, bro. I can't read your text message. Anyways, I'll call you in a minute. 2026 camp will be in February. Damn. Vic, what's up, brother? How's that baby doing? Congratulations again, man. Hope she's doing good. Hope mama's doing good too. Anyways, I'm getting back to keep getting off track with my buddy. So I'm asking for prayers, you know. Obviously, we set up a GoFundMe for him. My girl did to help because it doesn't look like he'll be out for a while. He needs the help. Yeah, I love it. I wear it all the time, man. In fact, next week I'll wear it for you, Randall. I'll wear it when I go live so you can see me when we hit next week. We might not hit Monday or Tuesday because of the weather. Eddie, my buddy, my brother. Yes, sir, Vic. Congratulations. You need something, you know who to call, bro. Damn. So, asking for prayers for my buddy. Just keep him in your thoughts and prayers for him, man. He's got a rough road ahead of him, man. And what's up, Brian? Great seeing you in Houston, bro. I might actually do a Spiders event next year, guys. I hadn't done one since. So I actually did the Spider events. I started one in 19. I wanted to see what they were, and I actually did 19, all of 20, 21, and I did the first one in 22 when they did spring break, the first spring training one. And then I did the indoor one when I came back from my Achilles surgery, and told my wife, I said I really want to do another one. I want to play with young guys. Maybe they'll let me swing a senior bat. Ed or Wayne, is there any chance I can swing a senior bat? Just kidding. Just for me. I mean, you can't go to a senior event and not swing and not represent your own bat, right? Just kidding. He won't let me. He already said because they got a bunch of older dudes too. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it, Randall. Yeah, it was rough, man. It's been rough, man. You know somebody that long, and if you knew the guy, man, you know, I told my girl, I said, you're going to Panama City. Nah, I'm not doing that one, brother. It'll be, I'm assuming probably Vegas, maybe Chicago. I haven't decided yet. If you knew Brandon, you know, and I told my wife, if there was one thing I could do, I would switch places with him because he has 4 kids that are, all 4 of them under 12. You know, he's got Luke, who's 11, Sophia, 7 or 8, Roman is 3, and Lena, she's just turned a year. So I couldn't imagine them not having their father around, or if my kids would have grown up without me. You know, I talked to my 14-year-old son about it because I wanted him to understand it because he knows Brandon. He's known Brandon since he was born. So, and he's 14 now, and I couldn't. You know, he said he couldn't imagine me not being around. So just well, when's that, Patty? When's the Suncoast Senior Draft? Do y'all carry any 29s and 30s for me? You gotta bring them for me though. I will tell you. Yeah, let me get into this anyways. But anyways, I just wanted to say I appreciate the thoughts and prayers and anybody that's thought of him and his family, man. I don't ask for a lot. You know, I'm usually, you know, and I'm the one that usually giving all the time. So, like I said, so West Texas Gloves and Mayor and his councilman are partnered up. So I'll be promoting their stuff every, you know, obviously. But I want to get into the reviews. We actually swung these bats for 3 weeks straight. Pretty much, you know, you figure we hit every Tuesdays and Thursdays. Sometimes, depending on weather, I think we hit, this past week we hit on a Monday because availability, Bubba was going to be out, Charlie was going to be out, and somebody else, Chino. So it would have basically only left me, Trey, and Bill, so we decided to move it to Monday. and we missed out on Trey because he went to I can't say it. I'm just kidding. He went to Texans Broncos game in Houston, so he was gone. He didn't get back till Monday. He had to go. They had to check him out of the nursing home to bring him back here. He had to be home. He had to be in bed by 8. Trey's fucking 90 years old. I want to make sure he was drinking his Ensure before he got there. Love you, Trey. Anyways, getting back to the bats, Suncoast. So, Patty was the one that set it up, and she got Chad in touch with us, and I owe both of them. I appreciate you letting us try these out and getting to swing them and review them. And as you can see, not one of these bats has you can see some webbing. I haven't hit a Suncoast bat since probably the beginning of 24. So it's been almost 2 years now that I've swung these bats. So we got to try them all out, and obviously these are 27s. I don't know, upside down 27s. Obviously, I usually tape my stuff over, so that's why the knobs are in there. I guess the way I hold my bat, because the way I grip like this, but I use that knob. So, and the rest of them goofy dudes, they I guess they're Bubba holds it like this. So if you ever see Bubba swing, he holds it like this. I'm just kidding. So we got to swing all 3 of them. We're all the 3 military. 2 military and 1 1970s color brown. It reminds me of my parents used to have when we lived in California in the 70s. My parents had a Pinto brown color like this with orange siding. I still remember it. Anybody remember those cars? That's just showing your age. Ford Pinto, hatchback, something. Damn, we're old. Or I'm old. I won't say nobody else is old, but if you're watching this, more likely you're old because you're watching all the senior stuff, or at least over 40. I'll start with the balance one. So it was 15-2 and a 10-8, and that's a true balance, and it did swing like a balance. I think that Sao Paulo's the barrels on all 3 of them are really good. You had to put some swings on them though. When I initially started swinging this, I made the mistake of starting with the heavier bats and then going to this last. But I had to start with this first to get the real feel of it. And I was able to figure it out. If you are this is a true balance bat. If you really want a true balance bat that's going to last you, we put 300 swings on this. And it's still compression testing at, what did I, just wrote them down, 200. Still over 200. I mean, this is 300 swings with me, Bubba. I will say me and Charlie probably swung this the most, for sure, and Bill. But me and Charlie definitely put this in, for sure. How long are you going to be there, Meme? Meme's trying to get me to come to Pluckers. It's a wing place. But this is the barrels are really good on these. The only issue I had, and probably most of them, is that I'm not a big hand load or hand weight guy, and all these had hand weight. I mean, when I get to the other ones, I'll tell you their hand weights too. But it's hard to explain. But when you swing these bats, it's very fluid. If you just have a control swing, you can cut. One thing with Suncoast when we did swing them before, because me and Trey used to swing the baby blue 2-piece and the red one before that, the 2-piece and 27.5. I swung 27.5, and he swung a 26. I think he probably swung a 22 because he's so weak. No, he swung a 26.5. Just kidding. What's up, Anthony? How you doing? So, you definitely feel it. When you're cutting the ball definitely carries off. I did like them. I'm not much of a bounce guy, but if you are a bounce bat, this is a really good one. There's so many good I want to say this before I get going any further. There are so many good bats out there. There's nothing, You know, I game short ports. Obviously, everybody knows that for a year and a half, almost 2 years now. It's still hard. You know, I swing them. The only good thing is I get to try everything and see what everything is. Honestly, since we started this again, I don't think there's a bad bat. I know Bubba asked me about doing a top 10, but man, we've only swung at like 11 or 12 bats. I'm going to do a top 10. And I can't put a one piece in with the two piece. I mean, because there are guys out there that are mental midget like me and Bubba, Trey. I don't know what it is. And Bill said the same thing. If you made all the bats one color, let's just say you make them all black, and don't put anything on them, and don't say this is balance, this is in load, this is, you know, without weighing them and all that, and just picked it up and swung it, you just get used to it, you know. So you wouldn't know the difference, you know. Like, I just think that, what's up, Mike Ward? Hope you're doing good, brother. Miss you in San Antonio. But these are good bats. I mean, I can't say nothing negative about any of them. Like I said, I mean, you can't. If I will show you this is the one we had the most swings. Everybody liked this one the most. And this thing has 460 swings on it, and it's still testing 175, 180. That's hard to believe with Bubba, Trey, who squares everything up, myself, Chino, Charlie, Meme. I'm trying to think if anybody else swung it when they came out there. And no, that was just us six. And we put these through the torture chest. I mean, they're medium to soft barrels, as I would say. They're not a hard barrel. Flex handle, I will say, if you like a flex handle, these are all their handles are all the same. Just get used to the weights. Well, let me talk about this one now that I've talked about the balance. But this one was, like I said, was our favorite. 460-ish swings, 465 probably. What's up, Richard? How you doing, brother? This one was 10 on the hand, 10-4 and 16-2. That's a light end load, but you don't feel it like when you come through the zone. The only thing for me is the 27.5, and I would want a 29.5 in this. I like it's a 12-inch barrel. And that was the other thing with this balance one. It was a 13-inch barrel. I'd rather have a 12, but 12s are mine. Baseball player. So if anybody's seen my videos, I swing like a baseball player still, like I think. But anyways, this bat, all the barrels are really good on them. Not one. I mean, there's nothing on it. I mean, this compression test at 180 after 450 swings. I would not tell anybody not to pick up this bat. I mean, this bat's legit. I'm sure everybody else is getting different results from all these bats, but I'm just going off of what we've done. And when you got a Bubba, I mean, there's not a lot of guys that hit like that dude. You know, we got Bill, even though he's 72 years old, he's still a Hall of Famer and played on the best team ever from the 80s, Everybody knows that team, Steele and Howard's and all those teams that he played on. And dude hit they were just talking about a story where they were doing a home run contest, and the winner, like at a tournament, whoever hit the most home runs won something. And the closest guy to him, he hit 38, and the closest one to him was 14. And that tells you what kind of man guy is. That dude smashed the ball. He still does. He hit 92. And I will say, the one thing he did do with both these bats in one round is hit home runs. He hit one home run with this one, 2 home runs. And it's on our live. It's not lying. You can go back and watch it. I couldn't believe it. His swing is so good for a 72-year-old man. I hope I'm still, like Charlie said, I hope I'm still walking when I'm 72. But that dude kills it. He gives you inspiration to try harder. So he liked these bats. Obviously, he swings a different line, but he did like these bats. He hit these really good. 27.5. Actually weighed 27.3. This is a 27.5 and weighed 27.4. I couldn't really tell much difference in this one, this 3/4 one, this is a 3/4 end load, super load. I really couldn't tell the difference. It's a 27.5, and everybody said the same thing. We put 400 swings on this one, but everybody liked the red one the best, which is surprising. Because, I mean, it wasn't much difference. This one's 16.4 and a 10.2, and the red one was 10.4, 16.2. It wasn't very much. No, it's not in now, bro. You're in Texas, bro. Hector, I'll tell you right now, boy. They shut down all the In-N-Outs in Texas. If you choose In-N-Out over Whataburger, just keep on walking. You must be in the Air Force or Marine like Hector was. Super load I like the bat. It took a little bit. I will say about every single one of these bats, you can't go. What I did like about them and what everybody liked about them, but is you had to put swings on these bats. It just didn't happen like. Some of these bats you open up and you start swinging right away and they're game ready. Like I can think of some of the bats I swung with short porch, like my bat in particular. You could put 5 swings and that thing was ready. Where these bats, man, you put on 100, 125, 200, 100. It sound changed every time, and I compression tested it every time. These didn't really drop. They started 225s, all of them. Except for the blue one, it was 210. 210, and we put 280 swings on it, and it only dropped basically 10 pounds or 20 pounds. It's it was 210 to 215, so dropped 15. So it was 200. That's pretty good. And this too, these are this one's down to 175, and you expect that more with a heavier inload. We were taught, like the heavier inloads are gonna decompression the bat faster than anything else because you're swinging. It's like a swinging a sledgehammer, and so these, you're gonna put a lot more stress on the barrel, and that's what Suncoast did. Is they took the stress out of it by giving you hand weight. So when you swing it, see my knob. Anyways, you swing it, it comes to the zone. It's not as hard. It's not as quick. It's a good bat. I will tell you, if I was the game one, it would have to be this though. This red one. It would be this was a 27.5 I would want. I actually got to swing a 28.5 today, and it was good. I think the 29.5 would be better for me, but the 28.5 would have probably been good. But obviously, the guys I swing with, they all swing 22s. They're a bunch of sissies, and they need this lighter weight 27.5s. I'm kidding. Charlie and I are the only ones. If we go by weights, Charlie and I are the only ones that swing 28s. Trey swings 27s. Him and Bill. Bubba would prefer a 26, maybe a light 27. Meme a 26 to 27, and Chino definitely a 24 or 5, 25s, 25.5. And that big old motherfucker wants a 25, big as his ass is. But once again, going through these 3 before I move on, you just got to pick which one you'd want. That's all it is. They are the same barrel to me. To us, they were the same barrel. Just different hand weights, different weights. Like I said, this one, 16.4, 10.2, 16.2, 10.4, 15.2, and 10.8. So it's true bounce. This is real bounce. These are light inloads, because I prefer a bat that is like 17.7, 17.8 with a 9 on the hands, or 8.9, 8.8. Those are good hand numbers. But I didn't see what you wrote. I don't know what Patty put. She's put oops. Several? I don't know. But if you are looking for one of these, I'd go through Patty or Chad. But Patty helped me out so much. I always talk to her when I go out in Vegas. She's real nice. She's definitely the one you want to go through. But you can go through suncoast.com. Suncoast, is it suncoast.com? Yeah, suncoastsoftball.com. But you can give Patty Albright, she's on my thing right now, or Chad Kaczynski. They can get you to the right bat you want and what you're looking for. Obviously, we only swung these 3. There's other Suncoast out there, but I'm glad we got to swing the one piece. I love all one piece anyway. So, I mean, they're very good. The spin on these bats are really good. I mean, I cut the crap out of the ball with these, and I'd say I'm a 50-50 cutter. Like Trey squares the crap out of the ball, and he was still getting great distance with it. You just gotta go watch our lives, and you can see, what you thought of them. When we all have different swings, so I like the bat. I like this one. I don't know why I like this one more, because I like ounce inloads, but this, I don't know what it is. Not that I didn't like it. It just, this one was hotter. The barrel was hotter for me. I got better distance with this one. I hit it I one hopped the football field, which is 430, I think, to the fence line. And I went out the fence with it, which is pretty good for something that's too light. That's lighter for me. I prefer, like I said, the 28.5 for that one. I got them right, Patty. 27.5s and the 27 balance. But like I said, if you need something from them, those are the people you want to go through. Or you go through Smash It Sports. They have them. I have a discount code. I obviously put them out there. If you need it, you can always reach out to me, and go from there. Thank you, Patty. Thanks, Chad, for giving us a chance to swing them. Great bats. A lot of options, so that's what you want. Okay, moving on, so I get going. We also swung this at the same time we were swinging that. And honestly, this bat surprised me and everybody. I mean, Bubba didn't know who they were, neither did Bill. Trey didn't really know them. I had bought a balls out bat. I don't have it. I have it somewhere. But Charlie had bought this, and we put 400 swings on this. This thing tests 175. It's a great bat, man. 400, but comes with a 1-year warranty. It's probably it's a medium barrel. It's medium to hard, I would say. This was a 27.5. 27.5. 16.8, 9.7. So very light in half ounce. Swung good though. Swung really good. I mean, once the barrel changed, you can hear it. We were getting great performance out of this. Charlie obviously swung this the best. I think if this was the only issue I had with this is it's not sanctioned for is it SSUSA or no UTRIP and something else. It's only, I guess you can only use it in NCS and I guess whatever this one is. I forgot what two they had. I guess but it does come with a 1-year warranty, which is great. There's not a lot of senior softballs that do that. Come out with 1-year warranties on a senior bat, and for us to get 400 swings with all of us swinging this is amazing. And and obviously every time we hit, I always tell you what we swing. We swing the spinner balls, the yellow and green, and then we start hitting like hard. We start off with regular 44 375s, and then we go to the hardcore 44 375s. I talked to DT. They do have a new ones coming out, some 2 pieces coming out in the future, so keep an eye on that. I do recommend this bat if you were to. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this bat, and it's still there's some webbing on it, but it's not crazy. I guarantee we can still get 200 swings out of this if you take care of it. I mean, the cold's coming up, so you probably don't want to swing it like that. But I mean, I actually like the bat a lot. It was a 27.5 and came in at 27.3. The handle was stiff, and that's what I liked too. Very stiff, like my barrel. I just could feel it. You can nothing. It just. And if you have a high bat speed, even though I'm only 63 miles an hour, it's still good for my swing. Right, Dennis? UTRIP too. So, great bat, dagger. Nothing, can't go wrong with this bat. NCS. So I want to thank DT and Sal for getting this in our hands and let us try it. Uh, they got so when their new stuff comes out, I'd like to try them out too, hopefully. But once again, Suncoast, all three of their bats were legit. I can't say anything negative other than obviously I would not that I just wouldn't game a bounce bat. Not this one. This is a true balance. If you were a poker, line to line where you work the middle gaps and stuff like this, that would be good for you. I mean, the barrel's phenomenal. All these barrels, I mean, you could tell the barrels are pretty much the same, just weighting on them are different. So just trying to decide what weight you want and what weighting, if you want 3/4, half ounce, 1 piece, 2 piece. We haven't swung the 2 piece yet, so I don't know. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Mr. Scobie. We get to try your bat out here pretty quickly, so heard your bat's really pretty good too. I'm gonna kind of go over some things that we're doing right now. So obviously y'all been seeing that we're swinging all the Spartan bats, the Apollo Balance, Leonidas, the Firebird, and the Proton bat. So I'll just give you. We got another probably week of swinging these, and then we're gonna start. I'll show you what we're gonna start on. This has 280 swings on its compression testing 175. We didn't like it. I don't want to say we didn't like it initially. It just felt dead. But yesterday when we hit it, it hit like another gear, bro. I mean, I don't know. I was hitting balls on the other field, which is 390 feet to hit the fence. So whatever you're hitting, slow connection. Obviously, in the internet sucks out here again. Pretty good bat. This is a 27 we got. Ounce end load. I'll go over more with it. Just wanted to talk about it a little bit. This bat, we got 375 swings. It's still 205, bro. 205. We beat the living tar out of this bat. This is a winter bat for anybody, bro. And they're on sale right now for $129 is what I remember Matt telling me that. I do have a code for this one too, Clem 10%. The percent sign after that, but this is a solid bat, man. If you are looking just, if you are budget and you are trying to, have a bat that you can game and BP, this is the bat, hands down. I mean, these Suncoasts are really good. The Wicked's really good. But, obviously they come with the high-end price tags like all the high-end bats. And for you to get one for $129, I don't know. I mean, you can pick this up and hit BP and then go game it after 5,000 swings. I mean, that's what I heard. People are getting like 700-800 swings out of that. It's crazy. I like bats like that. If you know me, so a couple years ago, I gamed the Mario Foster, the green one. I had 9 of those bats. That's how much I would BP to. And I had to get 9 because then I would blow them up. This is the other one we're swinging right now. The Firebird. This is a 27.5. We swung the 26.5. You saw us swing that. This one is 350 swings. It's testing 185, 190, which is great. I like this one probably the best. We like the Maximus too, but I like that one a lot, the Firebird. Apollo, Balance, good bat. This one has a little, obviously, let's see, 260 swings to about 270, 210. Still a compression test at 210. Obviously, we hadn't swung this as much, but it's more like a 1/4 ounce end load. It swings really good. Like I said, with balance bats, it's hard to get used to them if you're not swinging them. If you're not used to swinging them, I mean, people like balance bats, but obviously somebody like me that likes a little sledgehammer action. I get around. I've in-capped. All these in-cap shots are probably mine. Fucking, be like Alan Hancock, in-cap killer. So, Apollo, that's what we're working on right now. This is what we're going to be hitting next week, or maybe not next week, week after. California Bat Companies. I don't know what this one is. So these two, One Love, I think. So these two are not. They were new, but Bubba got them in, and his dad decided to come by and let him and the old guy swing them. So when we start swinging them, they already have swings on them. I don't know how many swings. He said 30 to 50, which, you know, I don't know. I always like starting a bat out brand new because I don't like that feeling of not knowing how many swings we have. I compression test both of them. If they really only have 50 swings on them, 175 is a little low. So I guess we'll see. We also have this one, the iconic E, the Einstein bat, the E equals MC2 square 2. Yeah. So this is 27s. We got none but 27s. I got Jared's bat, the man. Great dude. Balanced bat. This one's a 16.296. So like, we'll give you an instance. 15.2, 10.8. So when I say this has probably a little more inload on it, this is a true balance. So if you really want a balance bat, that's what this is. This is probably a little more like a 1/4 ounce inload. Hadn't swung it yet. I'm waiting until we go swing it all together. But it feels good. And I've heard nothing but good things about Iconic. So we did get to, I swung this in a 28 because of Phil Bernard. Had one he brought me, the first day that me and Trey went on our own, we got to swing this in a 28 and it was really good. So the numbers on this is 16.8. What is this, 16.8? Can't even read my own writing. 68.91. It's a 1/2 ounce inload. You can feel it. I know in all these bats I'd want 28s. For sure. Like if they made a 28.5 in this, I'd swing it. For sure. I can hit it really good. They made this in a 28.5 or a 29.5. I don't know if they do. I'm sure they do. They just were talking about what we've done, but so that's what we got going on right now. So I'll recap. West Texas Gloves, part of them. We're a part of them now. Give them a chance. I got a code coming. If you're in search of a new glove or batting gloves, or hats. Man, this hat looks good on me. I look fine as wine with this. Woo! Look at that shirt. Army green, baby. Suck it, Air Force. Oh, there it is. There you go. West Texas Glove Man, RC12. Get your glove right here, bro. Gary? No, I don't want Toonie to say nothing. Toonie, I wasn't using that glove anyways. It was a different one. I missed the ball at first. It came out, I should have caught it. It was in the ground, I dug it out, but I didn't catch it, and Toonie gives me shit about it. Him and Daniel. Anyways, batting gloves are really good. I love them a lot. Fit like a glove. Fits like a glove. So now I have a code, so now you know. I'm going to write that down so I don't forget. West, it's how busy they are right now. So, getting back, balance, Suncoast, 15.2, 10.8, Great Barrel, 27.5, 1/2 ounce inload, 16.2, 10.4, and then the 3/4 super load, 16.4, 10.2. Legit, all three of them are really good. Can't go wrong with any of these bats. Suncoast.com or Patty Albright on Facebook or Chad Kaczynski on Facebook. You can hit up. Tell them I sent you if you do go through them, so then I can get another bat to review, hopefully. You can also get them at Smash the Sports, and I have a code for that if if you're interested. They do have them. I looked, and they have all their bats. And suncoastsoftball.com is the other one. So, Wicket Sports 27.5, 1/2 ounce inload, 16.8, and 9.7. Good weights. It's swung really good. So, you can get that at wicketsportsteam.com or go through DT Tower or Saldina. Bruce Reynolds was another one, BR. So if you need any Wicked Sports bats, I'd go through them. That's what Charlie did. So, I guess that's it, man. We play Sunday in Kerrville. 40s. I'm gonna go play 40s with the young dudes. Actually, Bubba's coming. Believe it or not, Bubba played league last night. I didn't even know he knew where the fields were at anymore. So I guess he's getting the itch now. He's hitting with us again. So he's gonna play with. He's playing with us and some of that GT40s team I played with. Well, it's gonna be cold cold for us. High of 71. I mean, I guarantee you're gonna see a bunch of Texas people in the outfit from Christmas Story. Remember that kid that wore that big old thing? That's what they're gonna be wearing because it's gonna be so cold. You know, I know all y'all people up north when it's like 30 degrees are still wearing shorts. We don't do that here. It's too cold. Y'all keep that damn cold weather up there. So we'll be doing that this weekend. We'll be back hitting. I don't know if we're hitting Monday and Tuesday because of the weather. I have to look. I still got to wait on Trey and Charlie. Schedules is obviously there. I got to see what days they can hit. If we don't hit Monday or Tuesday, we're going to definitely hit probably Wednesday, Friday, Wednesday, Thursday, something like that. And then we go to next big tournament I play is the NCS Worlds in Vegas. So it's a big one. We're going to go our 50s team. So hopefully I get to see a lot of people out there too. Me, Chino, and Trey are on that team. So Charlie won't be going with me. I don't know about Bubba. Said he wants to start playing. We'll see. Be good to see him playing again. Dude can hit it. I know y'all seen him for all those years hitting the ball. Yep. So that's it. Till next Friday. Well, yeah, next Friday. Next Friday I'll review these bats, the Spartan bats and the Proton. Maybe not the Proton. We might, if we can go another. We hit this twice, but if we can go another week, we will. But it's already at 175. We'll see how it holds. Hopefully it goes a little further. I like the bat. I mean, honestly, man, there is not a bad senior bat out there. It's just who you. I mean, obviously we haven't swung everything, and then when you swung for a certain bat company for your whole last couple of years, it's hard for you to say, well, what's good and what's not right now for me. But everything I've swung has been good to date. You know, we hadn't broke anything. Onyx, obviously, we swung those early, and we liked all their bats. You know, the Hustle, the Derek Williams bat, the Billy Hudson, the Tiffany bat, the Baker bat, the Pilar bat, that Army Green one. They're all good bats. Then we swung Wicked, and only had one Easton, the Tantrum we swung, which was a great barrel. I think all Rawlings have great barrels now. They just lose compression quick. And obviously we compression tested that one and it was like 150 after 300 swings. So obviously if you were going to a big tournament, you probably wouldn't want to take that with you. You'd want to make sure it was at least 160, 170 because it'll probably drop. So, yeah, but have I swung the Mayor bat? I don't know. Maybe a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, if you swing the Mayor bat, it's guaranteed to bat 900. That's what I tell everybody. Just kidding. I mean, you can't find those anymore anyway, so. But when I get to these, obviously you got, we're going to keep working on the Spartan bats and the Proton. But thank you, Patty and Chad. Thanks, DT. Appreciate it, man. Great barrel. Dude, you can't go wrong. I mean, like I said, the one thing about this is you get a warranty with it, 1 year warranty. I don't know how you pass that up. So, I don't know. Great bat. Yep, it's only made for 63 for sure. I told you, Dennis, I was waiting for you to come on and talk about it. My 63. That's why I said bat speed, bro. But we launch angle and 75 to 85 gets a home run every time if you do it right. All these guys want these triple digits. I don't know what for. A triple digit double play, a triple digit triple play. Everyone I see is always hitting it on the ground for the most part. I've seen enough videos. 105 on the infield. I mean, you got your freaks of natures, like, seen that Billy Pearson? Like, dude. That dude was probably born, he's fucking part Viking or some shit, man. That dude probably was brought up by fucking wolves or something to hit like he hits. That motherfucker, he's like mad at the whole world when he hits, looks like. That's one of those guys when he hits a ball, you go, who you mad at, man? It's just, I don't know the kid, so just, it's great to watch all these younger dudes hit, you know. Game's definitely different from when I played it when I was their age, so. Anyways, that's it. Till next week, we'll be back. Like I said, I don't know what day we'll be back. More than likely, it'll probably be, if we do hit Tuesday, it'll be later on during the day. It won't be at 8 or 9 o'clock, so. Yeah, I know you do. Yeah, the only problem, Dennis, is when you play Major Plus, the 105 through an infield is not going to scare those dudes. Those dudes are catching that ball and doubling up somebody. I hit one in the gap when we played Major Plus 40s, and that motherfucker ran that shit, dove and caught that shit. If I'd have been playing AAA or even majors, that's a fucking double. Yeah, it's different. And I smoked that ball. What's up, Rock? How you doing? Rick! That's my big brother, Rick, right there, Rick Leal. Very inspirational guy. Love having him on my team, man. Plus, nobody will mess with me when he's around me. Right, Rick? He doesn't even let Chino talk shit to me when Rick's around. He's my buddy. I guess that's it, man. I gotta get going and see my buddy, man. Like I said, keep Brandon in your prayers for me, please. And thanks Renee and Bob for giving me a chance to come over or us to come over and represent, West Texas Glove Man. We'll see y'all, Oh, hey Mickey, I brought your bat for you. Mickey said that's his favorite. Swings that one good. Shit, you could probably hit any bat too. I guess that's it, man. I don't know, man. Like I said, I was on the phone with one of my Army buddies, and sometimes when I do that, you kind of go through, you remember things that you don't necessarily want to remember. Not that it was a bad thing, or yeah, there's some, but those people you were with, it's hard, man. I just, sometimes my mind gets the best of me when it comes to all that stuff. And that PTSD is real, bro. So, Derek, we'll be swinging y'all's bats. Jared's and so, Derek Jocks, I played my first draft with that guy in Spiders, and he's an iconic guy. Put your code on there, Derek, so maybe they can get it. If you got one. But like I said, getting back to PTSD, it's real, man. I fight it every day. There isn't a day, like even today with the planes flying, it's kind of rough for me, man. And if I don't sleep, which I didn't last night, it just doubles on it. These are days like I should stay home and not drive, but I got to go see my buddy, I should just stay home, but if I stay home, then I have nobody here to talk to. I'll be talking to myself again. I just, life is hard, man, when you get, the older you get, man. And all this is coming through, and you just kind of, I feel for guys that are worse off than me. I know I'm fucked up in the head. There ain't nothing I can do about it. I just try to, my girl tries to be the, do what she can for me. But in the end, it's my own demons I gotta fight, bro. So, I just try to stay on the straight and narrow. I try to keep softball, and this is why I preach. I don't know why there's so much hate in softball. Why people hate because you swing a bat company, or you swing for this guy, or you swing this bat, or that guy is fucking this and this guy's that, and who gives a fuck? I don't give a fuck. He puts his pants on one leg at a time like I do. I don't care. He ain't no better than me. He ain't no better than you. Everybody, God gave everybody the ability that he wanted them to have. So it's up to you if you want to push it harder than, I didn't get this way by sitting at home and not BPing. I always give that shit. People always go, oh, well, you BP? Yeah, I do. Will you sit over there and drink at the bar or get drunk or whatever the shit you do? I don't say nothing. Everybody has those guys on their team when they show up and they suck because they decide they want to get drunk the night before or that day or whatever. Everybody has that. And I'm not that way. You got to put the team first. And that's what I've always done. Team first and then you. Don't get mad at me because I batted 950 and you batted 500. It's not my fault. I put in the work. I wanted to be ready for it, especially big tournaments. You want to be ready for it. You don't want to show up to Las Vegas Worlds, September, biggest fucking tournament, and you bat 400 or 500. Doesn't work that way, man. You should bring your A game every time you play. I play the same way if it was the backyard tournament Castillo's. I'm playing as hard or not as hard, but obviously at Castillo's, I'm not diving after balls because you probably dislocate an arm or your leg will fall off. Nah, Roland's fixed it up. I give Roland that. Him and Ant taking over. But I'm just saying, it's not the same as playing at BLD and, Houston or Euless, some of these nice turf fields that everything's manicured and all that. But I still hit like if I'm playing that big-ass tournament there. Practice how you play. So, I just try to do that. Just, like I said, stay in your lane. Do your own thing. Don't worry about anybody else. That's our problem. We worry about everybody else but ourselves. I don't worry about nobody. Obviously, but I don't worry about what... You think that, let's say Trey, Trey had an off first game. I'm not going to give him shit because Trey's going to carry the team anyways. Trey's that kind of guy. You think he wanted to go up there and ground out or pop up or whatever the fuck he did? No, he's not trying to do that. He's over anxious, slow your hands down. That's all I ever tell him, slow your hands down. Get your hands out. Don't loop the ball. Some things are, some people, like you get there and you're amped up, you need that. For me, it just, like Chino always says something. Chino always gets me right. I don't know what it is. He always says something and it always gets me right. He did too, because he said, I fucking told you. And then I hit 8 home runs after that. So he's right. It just takes sometimes that little push to get you over, but it was a good push. It's not a bad. And that's what people need. They don't need negative. They don't need, you talking about, well, this is that and this and that. You need to fucking play. Yes, sir, Reggie. I'm glad you're on the team, bro. Appreciate, man. You kill the ball, bro. If anybody's looking for a superstar, that dude right there. Reggie is the man. That dude hits and plays the field. But like I said, nobody comes out to these tournaments and, goes to Vegas or California or Florida or wherever the hell you're playing and wants to bat 1 for 10. But if you put in the work, you work and you put in and you actually work and you don't just go out there. I'm not saying free swing. We free swing too. Like most of our live is free swings. But when we're hitting we're hitting line drives, we're working on. And you can ask Bubba because Bubba always gives me shit for going backside. He said just hit a ball through somebody. It doesn't always work that way, I want to be able to go that way, right field or and a lot of things, when you do hit on camera, people get to watch you and see. Can't tell you how many times they'll say they won't throw me that flat inside pitch anymore. Because they watch my videos and they see what I do with that ball. And so then I don't ever get that. So I had to work on hitting everything. So you know, I can't express it more than that. Just, you know, do what you do. Help be a team player. Cheer for your guy next to you, man. You only get one life, man. That's all I can say. You only get one life. Trust me. And I've seen people come and go in the worst way. A lot of y'all hadn't experienced what I've gone through. And there are people that have experienced what I've gone through, but you haven't experienced seeing something like what I've seen or things I've seen. So when you sit here and talk about, you know, well, this guy sucked at, you know, doing this, or this guy sucked at that, I don't really care. Just, I want you to get better, work at your game, do what I do, you know. Don't fault me for wanting to be a better player for my team. You know, if I could hit 7 days a week, if my leg would hold up and my arms, I'd hit 7 days a week easily. You know, that's my girl. I would hit rain, snow, sleet. It don't matter. You can ask Charlie that motherfucker got mad when we were out there raining. He had a picture one time on Facebook. We were hitting it. It was, no kidding, it was flooded and I was hitting. So I was mad because the wind was blowing in and I couldn't get that last one out. And I had to hit one out. That's the way I am. I have to hit my last one out before I walk off the field. I don't care if I have one leg and it fell off. I'm going to try to hit that last one out. So, it might take 60 pitches. No, I'm just kidding. Don't usually take that long. But Bill's starting to hang out with us too long and starting to do the one more thing. Anyways, I mean, I've been rambling about that, man. PTSD, stay in your lane, please. Some people are just not built to take that kind of criticism. You know, just worry about yourself, man. You know, the way we live nowadays, you just need to, you know, we need more love than we do anything else. You need people in your life that are on your side and to carry you through and not worry about everything else that's going on. You know, like I said, you know, I call Chino my guardian angel. I always say that. I don't know how the fuck that dude knows that when something's wrong with me or when things are right. I don't know. Or when to push me and when not to push me. It's like fucking God put him on here just to watch my ass. I guess that's it, man. I had a real bad night last night. Hey, Chino, speaking of you, I was just talking about you. I love you too, man. Chino's a great person, man. He can be hard on you, but it's not in a malicious way. Just talk shit. He's great to play for, though. Him and I like all the guys on my team, man. Can't ask for a better, but I guess that's it, man. I need to get off because I got to get going, but man, I'm trying to think of anything else I talked about, but other than Suncoast Bats and Wicked Sports. If you need something, you can always call me. I'll send you to the right direction. You know, if I can't help you, I know the people that can. So, Patty Albright, Chad Kaczynski, DT Tower for this, DT Tower in Saldina. Patty Albright, Chad Kaczynski for the Suncoast needs. Patty probably has everything for you. I guess that's it. Till next week when we're hitting live. Yeah, that's it. West Texas Glove, man. All right, we'll see y'all. Love y'all, man.